Hello everyone, welcome to Novation. I'm Shantanu and I bring to you the May 2020 Current Affairs session part 1, and we are going to do the MCQs related to the events in May. So I request you to please watch the video till the end and please attempt the assignment question which will be at the end of the session, and then you can tell me the answers in the comment sections. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start our session. The first question for today: as per the Open Budget Survey conducted by International Budget Partnership IBP, what is India's rank in terms of budget transparency and accountability? So here we are talking about union budget. Okay, so the correct answer is D, 53rd. India is ranked 53rd in terms of budget transparency and accountability. Let's see the points to know. So this rank India has achieved among 117 nations, and New Zealand is the first ranked in this chart, and its score is around 87. And another important thing, why is India's rank low in this budget transparency ratings? Because there was absence of published pre-budget statement. So first thing was this, that there was no pre-budget statement, and also there was no mid-year review of the budget of 2018 and 19. So due to these two reasons, the ranking of India has been lowered. Let's move forward. Which of the following countries host the world largest maritime warfare exercise, RIMPAC? Friends, this is the correct answer is C, USA. The United States of America conducts and administers the world largest maritime warfare exercise, RIMPAC. And the full form of RIMPAC is the Rim of Pacific exercise. And this is conducted every 2 years biennially. And it is hosted and administered by United States Navy in हवाई आइलैंड में ये एक्सरसाइज कंडक्ट की जाती है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Who among the following has succeeded Syed Akbaruddin and became India's new permanent representative to the United Nations? Friends, the person you see in the photograph, he is C. T.S. Tirumurti. So he has succeeded Syed Akbaruddin, who was the former representative to UN from India, and the permanent representative, also called as the UN ambassador, is the head of the permanent mission of India to the United Nations in New York City. So friends, every country has a permanent mission in the United Nations. So India also have a permanent mission in the United Nations. So what is the work of this permanent mission? It basically represents India, the values of India, and what are India's stand on various issues, what are India's values. Okay, so all these things are represented by the mission of India, and the ambassador is now he is Mr. T.S. Tirumurti. Let's move forward. Next question. Russian President Vladimir Putin awarded a commemorative World War II medal to which of the following world leaders recently? Friends, the correct answer is D, Kim Jong-un, and he is the supreme leader of North Korea. Let's see PTN why this was awarded. So this medal was awarded on the 75th anniversary of victory over Nazi Germany in the World War II, and it has been given to the North Korean leader because North Korea has preserved the memory of Soviet soldiers who were in the World War II, and North Korea has preserved their memory as a memorial, and these soldiers actually died in North Korean territory. So that's why for this gesture it has been given to the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Let's move forward. Which of the following countries launched a new rocket called Long March 5B into the space? Friends, the correct answer is B, China. China has launched this new rocket, and this is designed to increase China's human space flight capabilities both in low Earth orbit and also into deeper space. Next question. Who has been reappointed as the chairperson of Parliament's Public Account Committee, that is PAC, recently? So we'll see what PAC is, but first the correct answer is D, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. And let's see about PAC. So PAC basically examine the accounts showing the appropriation of sums granted by Parliament for the expenditure of Government of India. So this PAC actually looks after what are the various expenses being done by the government for the money which was appropriated to it by the Parliament. And another important thing is, from 1950 to 1967, the chairperson was selected from the ruling party. So whichever party was ruling, of course, Congress. So from Congress itself, the chairperson was selected, and he was responsible for examining the accounts of the government. but since 1967 the chairperson of the committee is selected from the opposition. Now this seems more logical because opposition will be better looking after if there is any kind of discrepancy in the amount which government is expending. Is it correctly expending the amount or not, which has been appropriated to it by the parliament? So that's why it has been selected from opposition. And Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is a parliamentarian from Congress party. Let's move forward. Which among the following countries is going to change its currency from Riyal to Toman? So friends, the correct answer is D, Iran. Iran is changing its currency to Toman. And the PTN. So this move has been because of a sharp fall in the value of Riyal as a result of crippling US sanctions. So there are various US sanctions against Iran which has crippled its economy badly, and that's why there has been a fall in Riyal. So now they are moving toward a new currency, and Toman, the new currency, is equal to 1000 Riyal. Okay, moving forward. By how much percentage point is the number of internet users in rural area more than the internet users in urban area as per IMAI, Internet Mobile Association India? Friends, you will be surprised to know that in the rural areas, the internet users are more than urban areas by 10%. The correct answer is 10% as per this IMAI. And as of last November, there were 227 million active internet users in rural areas, which is 10% more than around 205 million in urban areas. So that is around 10% higher in rural areas. In total, India has 504 million active internet users. And the name of the report which has been published by IMAI is Digital in India report. Let's move forward. What is the name given to the mission aimed at bringing home nearly 14,800 Indian nationals stranded abroad due to coronavirus lockdown? So friends, here we are talking about through the airway, okay, via airplanes. So the correct answer is C, Vande Bharat. And through this mission, people from various countries will be brought back to India through airways. And if we talk about the wave through waterways, so the program is named as Samudra Setu by Indian Navy and tails to bring back around 2,000 Indian in 2 ships during the first phase of evacuation. Another important thing, who's the Minister of External Affairs? He is Dr. S. Jaishankar. Okay, so do remember him. आगे बढ़ते हैं. What is the name of the gas which recently got leaked in LG Polymers chemical plant in Vizag or Visakhapatnam? Friends, the correct answer is C. Styrene gas was leaked from this LG Polymers chemical plant in Visakhapatnam, and there were various deaths. Around as of 8th May, around 11 people lost their life and thousands became sick due to the gas leakage. Another important thing is see the option methyl isocyanate. So friends, this gas was leaked in Bhopal, and various people died there also due to this tragedy. And what was the name of the company in which this was leaked? It was Union Carbide. Okay, so please आप ये दोनों चीज़ें याद रखिए. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which Indian state has become the first state in the country to provide the facility of beds with ventilators in hospitals of each and every district of the state? Friends, the correct answer is D, Uttar Pradesh. Only Uttar Pradesh is the state which has beds with ventilators in the hospital of each and every state of the district of the state. And UP has around 24 testing labs for COVID-19 now, and around 1300 beds with ventilators to fight with this disease. Let's move forward. Next, which Indian state has the worst infant mortality rate IMR of 48 as per the data released by Registrar General of India recently? So we'll see what IMR is. The correct answer is D, Madhya Pradesh. It is having worst infant mortality rate of 48 in the country, and the national average IMR is 32 per 1000 live birth. So friends, IMR, that is infant mortality rate, is nothing but how many infants die, that is below 1 year of age, from 1000 live births. Okay, and another very important thing, Nagaland is the best performer with IMR of 4. That is only 4 infants die out of 1000 live births. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Please do remember both these facts. Moving forward, the Defense Ministry has signed a contract with which of the following firms for modernization of infrastructure at 37 airfields of Indian Air Force? Friends, the correct answer is A, Tata Power SED. It is going to do modernization for the infrastructure for Indian Air Force, and this modernization project will also include modernization of infrastructure of Coast Guard and Navy at a total cost of around 1200 crore rupees. Okay, let's move forward. Which of the following Indian states is the first ever to launch a scheme named FIR Aapke Dwar Yojana? So sounds like a funny name. We'll see what it is. The correct answer is A, Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh has launched this Yojana. And what this Yojana is basically is that you don't have to go to the police station to file an FIR. The police will come to your home and file your FIR, and you can call the dial 100 vehicle to your home, and it will have a head constable who will be trained to file the FIR, and you can lodge your FIR with him. And this scheme was launched by Dr. Narottam Mishra. He is the Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh. So now people are not required to visit a police station to lodge an FIR. So these measures have been done keeping in mind that there is COVID-19 outbreak in Madhya Pradesh and all over India. Moving forward. Recently, PM Modi announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan and a special package to make India self-reliant. The package amounts to, so we need to tell the total amount of this package. Friends, I hope this is very easy. The correct answer is C, 20 lakh crores, and it forms 10% of our GDP. So it's a humongous package. And let's move forward. Which country has launched 2 satellites to test space-based Internet of Technology communication technology? Friends, the correct answer is again D, China. China has been making huge strides in the space technology, and these satellites are developed by Xingyuan Satellite Company, and the satellites will conduct tests on technologies including space-based IoT communication, inter-satellite laser communication, and low-cost commercial satellite platform. So I hope it's clear. Moving forward. Now is the time for assignment question. So your first question is, who heads the panel set by the Supreme Court to look into Jammu and Kashmir's internet ban or curbs? So tell me the answer in the comment section. Next, which Indian airport has won this year Skytrax Award for Best Regional Airport in India and Central Asia? So tell me the answer of both these questions in the comment section. I'll wait. And again, as I always say, thanks a lot for watching the video, and I hope this has helped you. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Novation for more awesome content. So friends, all the very best, and bye bye. I'll see you next time.